lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lizzie and I post a lot of beauty related content here on YouTube. If they're the kind of videos you love to watch, then hit that subscribe button down below. In today's video, we are finally getting round. I feel like this has taken me the longest time to actually get round and not unbox but actually use all of the DCX Revolution stuff. So in today's video we are going to be testing the Batman Forever Flawless palette. This is actually called This City Needs Me palette. But before we talk about the palette and before I swatch it and before we talk about the whole range, this video is in collaboration with one of my good friends, Luce Stephenson, here on YouTube. We're both collabing on this palette. Now, Luce is incredible. I love her makeup style so much. I love her as a person. We have such similar styles as well. Like, we love good lipstick combos. We love a good gold highlight. We're very into like warm tone kind of makeup. So if you like me, you're definitely gonna like her. So please go down below, watch her video after you've watched mine, tell her I've sent you, and let's just crack on into this palette, which feels a little bit lighter than their Forever Flawless palettes. It feels so much lighter than their normal Forever Flawless palettes, which is so weird, but it feels much nicer. So obviously you get the Batman symbol on the front there. And then once you open it up, you are greeted by this array of colours. There is some nice like smoky kind of colours in there. I feel like I'm definitely going to create a smoky eye. You've got a black, you've got like a purpley blue, you've got a brown, you've got different shades of brown, and then you've got so many shimmers. Because you know Rev, they really love a full shimmer palette. This is so light, I'm sorry, but this is much lighter than their normal Forever Flawless palettes. And I quite like it this way. I believe this was £12. I believe that is the case because all their Forever Flawless palettes is £12. But let's get into swatching. So we have the first row, second row, third row. I nearly was disappointed by this palette. The first row wasn't swatching the greatest, and then the second row it really picked up, and then the third row it was incredible. The shimmers were just really hardly pressed for the first row, but the second and third row it was just much better. I wasn't dipping my finger into the colours as much, and I am really impressed with these shades. Yeah, for some reason it always goes diagonal, but I really like it. The black's not that pigmented and neither is the blue, but I feel like I know what I want to go for. I feel like I want a bright lid with like a really smoky black bluey purpley eye. Really want to use that colour there, so let's do that. It would be right now that my brother chooses to hoover, and our hoover sucks. It's so loud, sounds like it's, I don't know, just, can you hear that? Can you? Anywho, my dog is obviously next to me because she hates a hoover. But let's start this tutorial. I'm really sorry if the noise annoys you because it bloody annoys me. I want to go in with the shade Batarang, which is this black. I am a hardcore Batman fan. I don't know what Batarang means. Can someone help me? Now let's go in with this shade here called Darkness. The whole reason I've wanted to do a purpley eye, which I feel like this is more blue, like a bluey tone purple. I'm just laying down the colours right now before I blend them. The next thing I want to do is go in with the shade The Manor. Now I like the name of that. I think that brown was darker than I thought it would be. And then, you know, once you put it on, you're like, oh crap. Oh, it's on now. It's fine, it's on. We'll just blend them into each other. Just keep blending, just keep blending. Now that I'm unsure how this is gonna turn out, I'm gonna carry on with this eye, and if it mucks up then we'll start again. Then I obviously have to take the shade Dark Night and just blend that out a little bit more. Or should I go for the yellow? No, let's go for Dark Night. What I'm sad is there's not a shade called Bane. I'm sad about that. That shade had a lot of fallout. We can salvage this. We can. I'm telling you. Okay, let me continue this eye off camera and then we'll come back and do a shimmer. I'm a bit happier with it. There is a little bit of fallout which we'll clean up later. Now for a lid shade, I wanted to go in with something a bit more gold. We've got like that shade which is called Bat Signal. We've got Bruce and we've got Crime Alley. So let's see. That's Crime Alley. This one's Bruce but it's really crumbly. Bat Signal, perfect. We found it. Oh my god, perfect. It's the first shade from Revolution in a little while that I feel like I haven't had to wet or really dig down, even though this is from the first row and I said the first row was a bit more hardly pressed. This one's working perfectly. Wow, super impressed with that, like proper. There is one more item to use from Batman. Batman did have, oh no, there's two more items. I have a lip gloss too. I will show you the lip gloss once I have shown you the highlighter and I'm ready to put lip gloss on. So this retailed for £6. Now I really feel like that was like a really light gold, so it'd be nice for paler people because then when you blend it out it goes really icy. We'll see how that is on my skin tone. So I'm going to finish my makeup and then we'll come back, we'll do under the eyes, we'll do the highlight, then I'll show you the gloss and we'll talk about the overall look. Sorry. This is what I'm looking like right now. I really love this. I'm going to run through items that I've put on my face. So we're using the Colourpop Soul cream bronzer in medium. I should have used the XX one but I didn't. I'm using the Fast Base Revolution blush in the shade Blush. I have on my lips the Revolution Pro Passion lipstick. This is from the Rockstar collection, and then one of their new lip liners in the shade Stiletto on. I forgot how creamy these were, so I haven't factored that into me putting a gloss over. So anywho, let's try this highlighter out. It's got a little mirror too, so that's very handy. And then it's very icy. It's not a shade I would tend to go for. So highlighter, a little bit too icy for me, but do you know what? It's not too bad. It's not crumbly, it's not glittery. It's a really nice highlighter. It melts into the skin nicely. Just not a shade for me, but we are going to use the gloss, which looks like this. This retails for £6. Let's see what this looks like on my lips, because this is quite like an icy shade with a bit of gold glimmer in there, and my lips are already really creamy because of this lipstick, so wasn't the right lipstick to use. I should have used something a bit more like semi-matte. Smells really strong of vanilla. Obviously I've just ruined the doe foot. Now this is definitely a gloss, whereas the Harley Quinn one was more of a, it's very thick, so I'm going to take some off in a minute. Harley Quinn was more of a like semi-matte kind of formula that was not a gloss whatsoever. Just going to go under the eyes with a bit of the black and a bit of the blue, and then we are done. Look is finished. I am done. I did add a bit of inner corner highlight, which I used the shade Crime Alley for that and for the brow bone. It looks really nice. This palette is one of the palettes that have blended beautifully out of all the Revolution palettes I've tested in a long time. I had no issues with the shimmers. I had had no issues with the mattes. It all came together really nicely. This, you cannot smell the vanilla. Once it's on your lips, you cannot smell that overpowering smell anymore. I am in love with this. Like, I cannot wait to see what Lucy does. Lucy, I never call her Lucy. Wow. Luce does, because she's like me, she really does love like grungy looks as well. So I'm very, very excited to see what she does. This palette is gorgeous. The palette is amazing. It's so much more lighter than their other Forever Flawless palettes. I don't know if you guys have this. Feel it against your other ones and tell me if you feel like this is lighter. The highlight is not my kind of shade, but it melts into the skin amazingly. Like, it's one of their highlights that it's not powdery, it's not glittery, it's melted in. I'm really, really happy. The price point of everything is really nice, considering it's a collaboration with DC. Like, £12 for a palette when they're normally £12 anyway. Decent. The gloss, £6 when these are usually £6, and I really like it. I've just messed up the doe foot, but hey ho, that's me. I am in love with this look. I didn't think my lips could get any more juicier than they were, but adding that gloss, they got way more juicier than they needed to be, but I love it. Also used this deep blue Barry M liner in Caution. So yeah, go and check out Luce's video in the description bar. I haven't seen her look yet. I'm so excited and I really can't wait to see what she does, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.